Good morning, folks, and happy Monday. So the gym is closed this morning, and JB and I had planned to go to Sixflags. Go do something fun, go do something exciting, right? Well, she comes home and crawls into bed and falls asleep, and well, now it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so kind of running out of time, dear. So I tried to gently wake her, and she started going, ah, ah, ah. I was like, okay, so you need some sleep. So I guess instead we were going to go do some cardio and then head to my homie's class. He's got a little jiu-jitsu program he's running, but we took too long to get out of the house. So I guess we're just gonna run to his place. We're gonna roll a little bit with him, and then we will go knock out some cardio, or if we can get to his place on time, we will knock out some cardio in the parking lot. We'll just run around and stuff. So I guess let's go get some rolls in and go get some cardio in and let JB rest. Well, good thing I hit homie up, because he said he's not training today. He's running class, but he's not training. I was really only going to roll with him. So I guess I'm gonna do a little flip ski, and we are gonna go knock out some cardio. I guess back to square one. And we have made it to the park. And you know, this is good. This is good that the gym is closed and my homie didn't want to train, because we haven't had a whole, and JB fell asleep, because we haven't had a whole morning based on just cardio in a fat minute. So we can go, I guess, test our cardio, go see where our cardio is really at before this grappling match in, I guess, 3 weeks now. Because I always like to make sure I'm testing my cardio before a fight, before a competition, and we haven't had the opportunity to do that. So we get to take this morning and test it. So I guess we're gonna go run. I wish I had my watch. I stopped wearing my watch because it like started burning a hole through my arm. Look, you can see right there. See there? Where it started to take the ink off the tattoo, and then like my wrist is discolored. I know you can see that. It's definitely like more prominent in person, but like there's a solid mark there where the lights were beaming into my arm. And then I started doing research on it, and it's happened to more people where it's like discolored the arm where they've left it. So I stopped wearing it, and it's not charged. So I guess we're gonna get out here. We're just gonna run. Just gonna run until JB texts us and says she's awake, or until I just get tired of running. I think that's a solid plan. So I guess let's go knock out this cardio, folks. We got at least a solid hour we can run. A good solid hour. Maybe we'll just set an hour timer. I think that's what we'll do. We'll set a timer for an hour. And if we go over, wonderful. But we're gonna go for an hour. We ain't done that in a fat minute. But with a purpose for an hour, not like just a leisurely stroll for an hour. It'll be like I'll just find like an object off in the distance, and I'll sprint to it, and then I'll find another object, and then I'll jog to it, and then I'll find another object, and I'll sprint to it, then I'll find another object, and I'll jog to it, and then I may like shadow box super hard halfway through it, and then back to jogging. This is what we did our whole entire beginning of our amateur career. This was training to us. Going out, doing cardio, shadow boxing, doing a little workout, and then going to get a nighttime class. And it worked for years until it stopped working. I had great cardio. I still have great cardio because of it. So I guess let's take ourselves a little bit back to our roots and go push ourselves. A lot of my teammates ask me, they're like, I run a whole bunch, but it always just seems like you always have the cardio edge on me. I'm like, yes, but I also run with a purpose. I don't just go out there and leisurely jog. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some days that I just go out there and let's just use it as a warm-up. Let's just use it as a warm-up for the day. Nice, light jog. But most of the time, I'm freaking trying to absolutely murder myself before I go in and roll with you guys. And then I have to recover and then do it again later on. Not the run, but the going and freaking rolling with you guys or sparring with you guys. I'm like never recovered. Honestly, we probably could take today just completely off, but that's not in my nature. Not at all. So we're gonna go knock out this run, go knock out this cardio, and then maybe go do something with JB later on. 30 minutes in, and it seems like our body and lungs are holding up pretty well. Well, our alarm has went off, so I guess let's start making our way back to the parking lot and knock out a little bit of calisthenics, knock out a little bit of shadow boxing, and then get our butts out of here. Oh, and of course stretch. You know, don't wanna pull a hammy. Fish. Ooh, wow. Wow. Hey. Push. Wow. Wow. Hey. Wait. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Way, way. Way, way. Way, way. Way, way. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Hey, hey. Hey. Hey, 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 wish, 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 wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 way. Well, I guess now that we have knocked out 100 push-ups, shadow box for 5 minutes, knocked out 100 push-ups, shadow box for 5 minutes, and then knocked out 100 push-ups and shadow box for 5 minutes. 4 times. We did it 4 times. I don't know how many times I just said it, but we did it 4 times. I guess let's finish up with a little bit of a stretch and get our butts home, clean up, and I guess hang out for the day. Jeez, folks, we got freaking greasy today. Straight greasy. Let's get home and freaking clean off, because I feel disgusting, like nasty. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have taken the day to do my brakes. Y'all hear those things? But that was a great workout. I would say it was just a run, but it wasn't just a run. We ran for, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes, really pushing the pace, like sprinting, jogging, sprint. My hips and my legs were on fire. And then got to the car, made it back to the car. We knocked out, I don't know, 20 minutes of shadow boxing and freaking 400 push-ups. And that was not fun. Those push-ups are hard. I was being very overzealous. When you haven't done push-ups in a while, you forget how hard push-ups really can be. We made it to like 150, and I was like, yo, I think this was a bad idea, but I'd already set it in my mind that this was the workout that I was gonna do, so I was not about to back out on it. Like, I was gonna back out on myself. Who backs out on themselves? Not this guy. So we pushed through, we persevered, and we got through it, folks. And we made it a great little workout. It was a nice little blast from the past. This is exactly what we used to do. Shoot, pretty much every morning we would go do some kind of cardio, or we'd go do some kind of lift, and it would be like 2 hours freaking long. Because we used to only train, shoot, twice a day, twice a week. That was it. Now we train twice a day, every day. So we don't really have time to do like 2-hour cardio sessions, nor do we have the recovery to do 2-hour cardio sessions. So we don't get this a luxury. Every now and then we do, like say the gym's closed, or you know, on Fridays where we don't have morning practice, we can go and knock out a 2-hour cardio session, but we very rarely get this opportunity. But I smell like a freaking like the football locker room in high school. So I need to get my butt home and shower, clean up. We still haven't heard from JB, so I'm gonna assume she is still sleeping. So I guess we're just gonna go inside and we're gonna hang out until we gotta go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. And we have made it home, folks, and I almost forgot about the other reason why I was all excited about being able to do this 2-hour cardio session today, or 2-hour little workout that we constructed for ourselves, was just to test our cardio level for this match. And our cardio is feeling nice and sturdy. Like I said, we were able to really freaking push ourselves today. And it was also a nice little blast from the past. Get to, what's the word I'm looking for? Remember your roots. Remember that there was once a time where you were like begging out to be able to train all day, every day. with like-minded individuals who want to train all day and every day. Sometimes you forget that. Sometimes you get all caught up in being all tired, or the chasing of the dream, and forget that this is exactly where you wanted to be. But it was really nice. That was a really good run. Cardio's feeling good. Muscular endurance is feeling good. Let's get inside. Let's clean up. Let's stop smelling like a freaking high school locker room. Well, as soon as we had decided we were just gonna lay down and take us a little nap before we had to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, JB has decided that she is hungry and we are going to get some food. So I guess let's go grub down. Well, since we're in town today, I guess glizzies it is. It is weenie time, folks. Well, those glizzies were pretty good, but since we're on this side of town, JB suggested we go get cracked, snapped, popped, and adjusted. So I guess that's what we're going to do, folks. JB goes, "Oh, they're not that packed out. We want to stop by here real quick?" Bullshit, they're not packed out. Every freaking park spot's taken. I guess let's get in here, get popped, snapped, cracked, and adjusted, and then go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. The adjustment was good, but I hate getting adjusted because then I sit still too long, and then I get all nice and relaxed, and then I become all sleepy. Now I just want to take me a nap. A big fat nap. But we have like an hour before we have to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, so I guess we're just going to go get some ice cream. Sit here and spend a little time with my JB. Yay! And then go get the kids better today than they were yesterday. JB is straight crashing out because we just went to an ice cream shop that didn't have ice cream cones and shoes on our way out. What the heck are you going to have an ice cream shop with no ice cream cones? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make freaking sense. How am I supposed to eat ice cream with no cone? A bowl and a spoon, moron. So I guess we're going to Cold Stone, where their stone may not be cold, but they will have cones. Well, homie was straight struggling in there, and their stone was indeed not cold, but they did have cones. But their stone was not cold. Our ice cream started melting as soon as they laid it on there. They might as well call themselves Hot Stone. But I guess let's grub down on this ice cream, melted ice cream. JB's is like literally melted. It's kind of like eating a freaking cone of milk. And then get over to the kids' class. Well, even though our ice cream was half melted, it was pretty decent. But we have made it to the park to get these kids better today than they were yesterday. And I think today we're going to go over a little bit of a dive deeper into an arm triangle escape, and then on Wednesday or next Monday, one or the other, dive into some mount escapes. I guess we're just gonna hop off of this shoulder crunch series for right now, go ahead and adjust the things that need to be adjusted from this past weekend, and then go from there, folks. So let's get in here and get these kids better today than they were yesterday. Well, these kids definitely got better today than they were yesterday. And they understood now how to escape the arm triangle. We have one goal in mind when someone starts arm triangling us. Get our arm back in front of our face. If we absolutely cannot get our arm back in front of their face, well, then we expose our back. And then get our arm back in front of their face, you know what I mean? It really is that simple. I mean, obviously, we say it's that simple, but it has to be practiced. It has to be drilled. It has to become second nature to you to, oh, my arm's up here. Let me get it back in front of your face. So it was a great day of getting the kids better today than they were yesterday. But like we said, folks, the gym is closed today due to construction. So I guess we're going to head home. I'm going to rinse off from the rolling with the kids. And I guess we're going to play some games. We're going to play some games. We're going to play some games. We're going to catch some dubs. We're going to go catch some dubs. So, I guess let's get our butts home, clean up, and go catch some dubs. Alrighty, folks. We have made it home. I guess let's take our butts inside. Let's rinse off, and I guess let's wind down for the night. Alrighty, folks. We are showered up and cleaned up. And I'm not really hungry. I'm not really starving. But we know we need to eat something for dinner, so we're gonna go get a freaking salad. And then I guess come home and call it a night. Hop on the games and play as long as our hearts freaking desire, folks. Alrighty, and here at the Zaxby's we are. Let's run in here, let's get us a salad, and let's get home, folks. Well, we were going to eat our salads there, but it was an absolute freaking icebox up in that son of a gun, so we're taking our food home. Alrighty, folks, we haven't made it home. Let's slam these salads and and catch some freaking dubs. Well, our salad was great, but while we were grubbing down, we decided to watch another episode of freaking Squid Games. And oh my gosh, this show just keeps getting more and more freaking twisted, folks. Oh, it makes me angry. But we've gotten further along into Hunger Games. Squid Games, I'm sorry. We've gotten further along into Squid Games. We got to grub down on a salad. Feeling rejuvenated after that salad. I can eat a freaking abundance of carbs. The first salad I eat, and it'll send me into an ADHD freaking spiral, ADD spiral. I'll be hyperactive AF, folks, literally. But you know, even though the gym was closed today, we made the most out of today. We took a little stroll down memory lane, did a workout like we used to during the beginning of our amateur career. Just kind of getting out there, moving the body as hard and as long as we can, and then getting a little shadow boxing in while the muscles are freaking burning, while they're steaming, while they're filled with freaking blood. And you know, we could have used today as a whole entire recovery day. We could have laid in bed all day with JB, because like I said, we had nothing else to do today. But that is not what we did. We went and got in better shape today than we were yesterday, and I'm freaking proud of it. We got to test our cardio levels, see where we're at, get like a baseline to before the match. And honestly, folks, we're match ready. Why are we match ready? Because we don't ever take time off. Never. The only thing we got to do before matches, fights, tournaments is recover. Literally, that's it. Why? Because we train day in and day out. It literally blows my mind how many fighters, how many athletes, how many, whatever you want to call them, decide, oh, I'm just going to train when I have an event coming up. No. While yes, you should up your training when an event's coming around, you should be training year round, so that from one fight or one event or one tournament or one match between each, like, so I had a match here and I got a match in 6 months, whatever, I don't know. Between each match you were progressing, whether it be strength, whether it be energy, whether it be cardio, whether it be technique. Some way you are progressing. And if you are only doing it when you have a quote-unquote camp, you are not progressing. You're not going to get better in 6 freaking weeks. It just doesn't happen. Well, yes, you can make progress in 6 weeks. You're not going to get significantly better to where it's going to be the reason why you win a match, a competition, or a fight. The reason why you win them is what you do outside of camp. That's just me. Let's use Marab, for example. After he got done fighting Sean O'Malley, you know what he did? The next day, went out and ran freaking 4, 5, 6 miles. I know that he posted a video on his Instagram story of him freaking running. Why? Because the dude is always progressing. That is why there's not a soul out there who can beat him right now, who can even gas him, who can even make him look like he is human. You know what I mean? It's because he's constantly progressing, constantly chipping away at that statue, you know? So, folks, while yes, you need recovery, you need rest, you need all those things, you also need to train. You also need to progress, and you also need to get better and not look for excuses on why you should sit down and take a break, but excuses on why you should go out and get that workout in, get that run in, get that roll in, whatever it may be. So, I'd say today was a grand old day. We got to spend a few hours with JB. We got to take a trip down memory lane. We got adjusted, so we're feeling nice and aligned. Now, time to catch some dubs so that we can be up bright and early in the morning. I guess call it a night. Catch some dubs and call it a night. So that we can be up bright and early in the morning to go drop all these kittens off to get freaking fixed. Because no one wants these dang kittens. So now we're stuck with a whole bunch of kittens. And we don't want any more kittens. So we're going to get these kittens fixed. So, I hope to see y'all there while we are catching these dubs. These endless freaking dubs. Until tomorrow, folks, good night. And BillyGoat freaking loves ya.